any student who wants to go on exchange from anywhere within the school can go, simply by virtue of asking.
We've got about 90 partners. It doesn't sound a lot, but we have about 180 different mobilities going on between those partners.
It's not competitive. If they want to go, then we will be delighted to send them, and we can send them almost anywhere. We have exchanges all over Europe.
The links I have now is getting bigger and bigger, like in Germany, France, Holland, Spain. So the Erasmus scheme is actually escalated for students to have links with other companies in the world, not only in European countries itself. Because like when you're doing some work with Europe, with someone with Airbus in Germany, for example, it seems they have a branch in Jordan, or they have a branch in Qatar, or in America, or in Canada. So in actual fact, the project is getting more exciting, getting bigger and bigger, so that's why the task is getting even more interesting.
Well, initially I got to France and I did a intensive language course and a cultural course, and it kind of introduced me to life in France and language and things like that. It was a bit scary at first, just going to France and then landing in the country and having no idea where to go or anything like that, but once you get over that, it's quite a good experience.
So I thought it will be in a way good experience to live in a different country, and it'll give me a chance to learn more about different side of aeronautical aircraft.
I was quite underconfident before going to Germany, but after coming back, I can tell that I've gained confidence a lot.
Yeah, I would highly recommend for people to take out Erasmus, because it just gives you experience. You live away from home. Well, if people are living away from home at uni, it's just a completely different experience going to a different country. And end of the day, you'll have a good CV and something useful to put on your CV, which will help you get a job, basically.
I'm now currently finishing off my Masters in Analytical Bioscience and Drug Design, and I took the Erasmus fund and went to the University of Clermont-Ferrand in the middle of France and did my research project over there.
I spoke to my tutor about it and he gave me more information, and I saw international students coming to my course and I was interested in how they perceive it and what they've experienced. Spoke to them further, spoke to my tutor further, and then it ended up 3 girls going over to Portugal in the second term.
Well, for me, the chance to go on exchange, an Erasmus exchange, only comes every 2 years on our course, and it was just by luck that it happened to land on my year, and I heard about it and I thought, that's amazing.
Well, yeah, the language was not a problem at all. The people were great. The experience was unequalled, and I would recommend it to anybody. It was just the most amazing time.
With the language, the 3 girls that went over to Portugal didn't have any idea of Portuguese language. We'd never studied it, so we each bought a handbook to help us just with little phrases, so we learnt them, things like thank you, please, hello. We learnt things to get us by.
Before I went to Finland, I did finish lessons to try and learn some of the language, and so our teacher was from Finland, and so he was trying to tell us what it was like in Finland, what the people are like, and of course there's only so much you can learn from sort of like word of mouth, and it's not until you actually get there and experience it for yourself you get to see what it's like. I love just trying to tell everyone you go on an exchange, because it's just so great, and when I came back, a group of Finns came here, and I had to get involved. I was like, oh, let me help you, just try and help them fit in here, because they did the same thing when I was over there.
whilst they're away, we try and go out and visit them halfway, as we would visit our students in the UK.
The funding just covered basically your expenses, which was fine, you know, and the rest of it, you know, I'd have paid to go, to be honest with you. As it turned out, it was just such a fantastic experience.
I'm in contact with people who do the same role in our partner universities as I do myself, so we have a lot in common, and we keep in email contact, especially when a student's going out, and the students know that they can contact me or contact my equivalent to get some help and advice.
I mean, I always say to the students, also keep in touch with those people. The existing students who are there, I give them their information to help the ones who are going to go there. So I don't think the students are going to have any problem, to be honest with you, unless they just ignore everything and leave it to the last minute.
We are looking into setting up webcams so we can actually communicate with them more effectively, and whilst they're on placement as well. So if there are any difficulties, they know that we're there for them.
The students who've gone to Europe, 99% of them, they're saying, because they did their work placement in Europe, they found the job when they graduated easier than anybody else because of that 1 year work placement in Europe.
They come back very enthused and very excited. They come back different people.
You're meeting so many people from around the world, different way of learning. The culture is, if it's completely different from your own, well then that's always going to be a good rounding experience for you as a person.
The 3 months in lab there taught us a hell of a lot, you know. It's really a great experience. So from the point of view of an academic and a cultural, and just being in France was fantastic, you know.
I think you gain so much confidence and independence by travelling over there and seeing new countries and seeing the cultures and maybe learning the language. It opens your mind a bit.
It's actually extremely valuable to have on a CV. Employers are looking for a student with that little bit of extra, that's, you know, that have that guts to sort of go out there and try something a little bit different.
I think they should definitely go, definitely take a year out. I mean, employers, they look for students that have done more than just a degree.
I would definitely recommend going on exchange. I mean, for me it would be somewhere that's so completely different to what you're used to, but anywhere, if you can get that opportunity, I would say go.
Definitely should go ahead with it. It's, like I said, it's the best decision I've made.
No doubts at all. You may have them, but dismiss them. Just go.